Hello, friends. I'm Brian, and this is Gizmo Board Games. And today, if you could tell from the thumb and the description, title, whatever, we are talking about games that you like and I don't. And those are going to be to varying degrees, but to explain, basically, there are 4 games on the top 100 BGG right now. And that's kind of what I used as the barometer. I could have made this longer and more, but I just looked at the top 100 games right now, like a week ago when I did this list, and pulled off 4 games that I just don't feel as warm and fuzzy about as the BGG top 10 seems to think I should. Maybe this could be a list of games I think don't belong in the BGG top 100, but that might be a different list, whatever. But anyway, that's kind of the barometer here is these 4 games are in the Board Game Geek top 100, and I just don't like them. And I don't even know where to start. And some of these I've talked about in the past, others might be fresh here. I didn't put them in like order of, I don't remember where they fall in the BGG top 100 anymore, outside of one of them. I think I'll talk about that one first, because I've talked about it the most. So let's get right into it. Gloomhaven, number 3, number 4, somewhere in the top. And then there's Frosthaven and every Gloomhaven that ever has been made apparently is in the top 100. And I just don't get it. I didn't like the game. I didn't like the combat ability, the movement ability, the fact that you can set up an action and then it immediately doesn't matter because you drew the miss card. I'm not a story player. I've mentioned that before, so I wasn't interested in Gloomhaven a lot for the story, but more as kind of the dungeon crawl action adventure game, leveling character. I play World of Warcraft, and it turns out like those type of games, I'm just going to stick to the PC or whatever for, because playing them in board game format has never once worked for me. But specifically with Gloomhaven, I cannot stand Gloomhaven. I don't like the fact that you need to spend actions to do everything. I'm standing next to a coin. Well, I got to move there. Then I got to spend an action to pick up a coin. Oh, there's a treasure chest over there. Well, first I got to fight through the bad guys. And now I don't have cards to see what's in that treasure chest, even though I'm clearly in the room with a bunch of dead bad guys now. Too bad for me. Game's over. So that chest will stay. I should have done that in the middle of the fight, looted a chest, because that's what you do, is you stop fighting for a moment to see what's in a chest. Thematically, it doesn't make sense to me. Story doesn't, I don't care. I'm not a story player, so I'm not even going to hold that against it. But mainly like the fact that cards are your life, and that you've got to use them to do your actions, and you've got to spend them to take your hit points or protect your hit points, because otherwise you die. I've had so many times where I would set up for a big turn where I'm going to do a bunch of damage because I've used power-ups and things like that. Set myself up, and then I roll the miss card, and all that for naught. And those cards got to go away now because I powered them up past the point of using it. Gloomhaven, I couldn't get rid of it fast enough. After, I think I played 6 or 7 times, got to the 3rd or 4th scenario and was just stuck there. That's another thing that bothers me. You're just stuck in the scenario forever. The same scenario over and over and over and over and over again until you can beat it, and you can't beat it because it's impossible to beat. That's why you're stuck there. Gloomhaven, talked about it a bunch. I don't like it. It's probably my least favorite on this list even. Most favorite for you guys, least favorite for me from this list. Next one that gets a lot of praise and also is pretty highly up there, Spirit Island. I didn't care for this one. I like cooperative games. My problem with Spirit Island is, yes, it's a cooperative game, but it's a heavy Euro game, and I don't put those two hand in hand. Like if I bring my friends over who are new to gaming and want to teach them a game, usually I start with a cooperative game. And we play together, and like they get into the feel of, oh, okay, this is the type of gaming you like. I thought maybe Monopoly and Yahtzee, but no, oh, you mean like this. I'm glad we're playing together then, so I can figure it out structurally, like what I'm getting myself in for by playing with you, or not coming back to play with me, maybe. So I really like cooperative games for that aspect of bringing people in the hobby, and I'm not pulling out a Euro game that just happens to be cooperative to do that. And that's what Spirit Island is. There's just so much going on. And I played solo, two hand. I didn't play with the one character. I would play the two hand because that's what's recommended, is to not play with one character, I think. And there was just so much to remember because you've got the different abilities of everybody, and that's common of cooperative game, but it's usually simple. Like, the medic can clear one extra disease off the board in Pandemic. That's not a whole set of cards and board actions and things to remember. Just remember, hey, don't forget that you can do this one special thing that we can't, or this thing one better than we can, whatever the case is. Like, it's simple. It's not a whole board and a whole card deck. And then with Spirit Island, I had to remember that I had my fast abilities and my slow abilities, and I would want to do a slow ability fast because I need it right now, but I can't. And then the board state would change, so then that slow ability just doesn't work for me anymore by the time it gets to it. Just things like that. It was just, I'm sure it's a fine game. I'm sure I'd like it if I was in a group of people who like Spirit Island, because I'm a Euro gamer. I'll play a Euro game. But for me playing solo and me using it for what I like to use cooperative games for, Spirit Island did not fit that bill, and I got rid of it pretty recently as well. I just couldn't see myself having it. I'll play it. Like I said, if you like Spirit Island and you know me and you want me to come over and play Spirit Island with you, I'll play it. Like, it seems like it could be an enjoyable game. It wasn't an enjoyable game for what I wanted it for. The next one I mentioned in the past as well, and it is one that everybody loves so much. They love the art. The art's fine. I'm all right with the art. But the gameplay, I don't know, everybody talks it up like it's this big, Scythe. Oh man, great action Euro game thing. And it's fine. It's fine. I like Scythe. Fine. I'll play Scythe. Fine. It's fine. But it's not as good as you think it is. It's action. You pick an action, you do the action, you collect resources, you turn them in, and you try to be the first one to get the things done. And then it's broke in some cases. Like, there are clearly some combos that are banned. They're known to be broke. I don't know what they are because I don't care. So, like, next time I play it, somebody might have that combo and then win real easy and be like, oh, I guess that was the broke combo. Glad we played for an hour. There was a game where I couldn't, like, it was my fault. Like, I couldn't remember playing. Like, I've only played Scythe 2 or 3 times anyway. But in this specific game, I didn't do what I needed to do to be able to even get off my island. I didn't get the mech or the water walk or whatever it is. Like, I was like 6 or 7 turns in and I was just stuck on my 3 spot island and collecting resources, and one guy was going around killing everybody else. So I got to the point where I don't even want to leave my island because he's out there beating up everybody else, probably with the broke combo. I don't even know. And so I just turtled and waited for the game to end and lost by 1 point. Not playing the game. Every action I just sat and collected resources in my little three section zone. And because I had a bunch of resources and money or whatever it was at the end of the game, I accidentally lost by 1 point. And that was when I was like, this game is not that good. If I can do nothing and just try to wait for the game to end and come in second by 1 point, it's not a good game. You should play the game for the game to be good. Right? Whatever. So that's my thoughts on Scythe. It's fine. I'll play it, whatever. But it's not that good. One of my least favorite Stonemaier games. And I'm lukewarm to favorable on a lot of Stonemaier games. And Scythe's just there. It's fine. It's a fine game. It's like 2.5 out of 5 or 5 out of 10, whatever rating scale you want. It's fine. I'll play it if you want to play it, but I'm not in a hurry to play it either. If I never play it again, that's fine too. Either way, whatever. Scythe. You love it. I don't. And finally, a game I played one time, and I guess technically I played 3 games of it because it's like a little campaign series of games or whatever. It's Arkham Horror, the card game. whatever. I don't like trading card games that much anyway. Like, I got over Magic the Gathering pretty quick. I like deck builders. This isn't that. This is set up your deck before the game and then play the game, and hope the deck you have is good for the scenario. And in my case, it wasn't for one of the scenarios. For the other scenario, it was good. Like, because you've either got like intellect or strength or whatever. You work together as a group, and like you're Arkham horroring. I don't like the Cthulhu theme either, so I wasn't bought into the theme. I wasn't bought into the deck play, whatever. I don't care about the story. I mentioned that earlier. So it was just me going around like playing cards and seeing what happened. And I don't even remember. I know there was a lot of randomness in this too, in the combat or whatever. So, it's one of those games. It's all the things I don't care for in a game, I guess. And my buddy wanted to play through the whole 10 whatever. And I got to the point where like, I'm done. Somebody else can take my deck. You can start over. I don't care. I do not want to do this anymore. I was bored out of my mind. And so Arkham Horror, the card game, it's up there on the top 100 somewhere. I played it. It was boring. And I bailed. That's that. Those are the 4 games I wanted to talk about that you love, or the majority of people love. Rate them highly enough to get on the BGG top 100. I don't really care for them. There are other things about the BGG Top 100 I don't care for, such as 2 editions of the same game being there, or Frosthaven, Gloomhaven Buttons, Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion, Gloom, the Haven, Gloom, Frost, whatever else is coming. They're all going to be in the Top 100. It really should be one game of Pandemic. I like Pandemic Legacies. It should just say Pandemic Legacies is at this spot on, like, not Pandemic Legacy 1 is like 10, Pandemic Legacy 2 is 32, Pandemic Legacy 0 is 54. No, just Pandemic Legacies, the average of what them are that's Pandemic Legacies are there. Gloomhavens, Frosthavens, whatever. Well, I guess Frosthaven might be different. I don't know, whatever. But Jaws of the Lion, Gloomhaven, Buttons and Bugs, or whatever it is. I don't even know if that's in the top 100. But throw them all into one, like, Gloomhaven theme of games. I think Agricola and Agricola 2nd Edition, and then here next year, Agricola, the new one. They're all 3 going to be in the top 100. It's just clump them together, average them out, and give spots to new games, I guess. That's silly. That's not what this was. I'm rambling now. But anyway, let me know in the comments below why I'm wrong about the 4 games I was talking about. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thumbs down if you didn't, I guess. Whatever, I don't care. And subscribe to see more videos from me, more reviews, more top 10s, more disagreements with you. Whatever the case is, I'll be back in the next one.